an attached forfeiture specification. It is the state's understanding that the defendant is prepared to withdraw his previously entered plea of not guilty and enter a plea of guilty to those renumbered counts 1 and 2. There is no agreement with regard to sentencing, and the state will be recommending prison in this case. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, this was set for jury trial this morning, and you were not going to, my understanding, you were not going to proceed if it had been a trial on either counts 1 and 4 in the original indictment. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ms. Hibbard?
Thank you, Your Honor. That is my understanding of the plea agreement. I've explained to Mr. Steele what the agreement is and the rights that he'll be waiving, and he is prepared to enter a change of plea today to newly numbered counts 1 and 2. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Steele, how old are you?
20 years old, Your Honor.
How far did you go through school?
I made it all to the end of 12th grade, and then I ended up having a baby and dropping out, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication in the last 48 hours?
No, Your Honor.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
Yes, Your Honor.
What have you been diagnosed with?
PTSD and excessive depression disorder and ADHD
Are you being treated for any of those conditions?
Not currently, Your Honor.
All right. Does it affect your ability to understand what's going on here today?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Did you get a copy of the indictment in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, the original indictment had 4 counts in it. The state has decided, if we went to trial, not to pursue counts 1 and 4. So now the original counts 2 and 3, which I'm renumbering as counts 1 and 2, those are the 2 charges. Do you understand those charges?
Of course, Your Honor.
Any question about those charges?
Not at all, Your Honor.
All right. Before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you. And I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you don't understand a question, then stop me. If you want to talk some more to Ms. Hibbard, let me know and I'll give you more time. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you could not afford a copy of those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty today, you will not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, Your Honor.
Do you still want to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by pleading guilty to these felonies, you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control.
Yes, Your Honor.
In count 1, as it's renumbered, receiving stolen property, it's a felony of the 4th degree. It carries a maximum prison sentence of 18 months and a maximum fine of $5,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Count 2, improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, is also a felony 4 with an 18-month maximum prison sentence and a $5,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty to the forfeiture specifications in each count, you're voluntarily giving up the items listed. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I can impose a consecutive sentence. That means one sentence after another for the separate offenses. If I did that, you face a maximum prison term of 36 months and a maximum fine of $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question about the penalties?
No, Your Honor.
Are you presently on post-release control to the parole authority?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand that your felony conviction will prevent you from owning or possessing a firearm?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that if a prison term is imposed in this case, you might have to serve a period of post-release control as part of your sentence for up to 2 years under the parole authority.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you are placed on post-release control and you violate any conditions, the parole authority could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If your violation of post-release control is a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for that violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for that violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to prison for 36 months. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty here today?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand at the time of sentencing, I do not have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you had enough time to talk with Ms. Hibbard before pleading guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has she discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the advice she has given you?
Yes, or be satisfied.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions at this point?
No.
All right. Ms. Himline, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Thank you, Your Honor. Had this matter proceeded to trial, the state would establish beyond a reasonable doubt that on September 17th, 2025, in the city of Willoughby, Lake County, Ohio, the defendant was a passenger in a motor vehicle that was stopped by the Willoughby Police Department. Inside that motor vehicle was a Glock 43X pistol that was loaded and was accessible to the operator or passenger without leaving the vehicle. That Glock 43X had been reported stolen by Thomas Whitner, having been taken through a commission of a theft offense. For purposes of the forfeiture specification, that Glock 43 pistol is serial number CFMT480. There was also a magazine and ammunition. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Hibbard, anything to add to those facts?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Steele, did you hear what Ms. Himline said, that the facts would show if the case went to trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are those facts true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your plea to count 1, receiving stolen property, felony 4?
Guilty.
What is your plea to that forfeiture specification to count 1?
Guilty.
And what is your plea to improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, a felony 4?
Guilty.
And what is your plea to the forfeiture specification?
Guilty.
Ms. Hibbard?
Honor, eyewitness Mr. Steele and his counsel signed the written plea of guilty. I've signed the document as well, and I'm now returning that to the court.
Mr. Steele, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
No, Your Honor.
Did you
Yes, Your Honor.
you
I'm
signed
sorry.
it voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept the written plea of guilty. The defendant was present when Ms. Hibbard advised of all of his rights, made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequences of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. Will accept his plea of guilty and find him guilty of count 1, receiving stolen property, of felony 4, and the specification, and count 2, improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, of felony 4, and the specification. I'll refer this for a pre-sentence report. Psychological evaluation, victim impact statement. Sentencing will be January 9, 7:30 a.m., and the bond is revoked. Anything else? Ms. Himmeline?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Hibbard?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.